Pisces, you're up first for the early March readings, beginning of March readings. Happy birthday. If it's your birthday season, I like to start with you. So we're going to look at the Moonology for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. This is a love forecast for the beginning of March, although it's not really date specific. So whenever you come upon this message, if it speaks to you, if it resonates, then it's your message. Okay. If it doesn't speak to you, that's okay. You might just be having an off week, or you can check the video in this series that aligns with your rising sign. So that will work. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing, liking, and sharing the video. And for those who are returning, thank you so much for your support. We grew a lot last week, so let's keep that momentum going. Okay. Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Oh, wow, you both get Leo cards. Interesting, Pisces, very interesting. Divine Masculine, don't let pride get in your way. That is the full moon in Leo card. Don't let pride get in your way. So we might have a little theme there. But the feminine gets confidence is your key to success. The new moon in Leo. We just had the full moon in Leo recently. So I feel almost like that energy is continuing. And this is a new moon in Leo, even though we just had the new moon in Pisces. And we remain in Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So there's a lot of energy surrounding your sign here, Pisces. Yes, so this is about confidence. It's about masculine sort of pulling back on their pride, not letting pride get in the way, and the feminine stepping forward in that what I would call your Queen of Wands energy. I am pulling just for you here, Pisces, one card from Queen of the Moon Oracle, just to get a feel for what energy might be just guiding you by yourself this week. I'm going to pull from the top. Oh, wow. Okay, so now we have a lot of fire. Might you be with a fire sign here, Pisces? Extremes. Yeah. Hot moon, extremes. It is card 34. 3 and 4 is 7, so we have some spiritual energy there working to support this energy. So here's what it says. Learn how to handle crises with calm and resilience. Seeking balance is superior to seeking extremes. There are better ways to handle conflict than rage and outrage. There may be someone who seeks to disrupt your business or life in some way. This too shall pass. So it is about extremes, and I feel like with the energy of the retrograde, which is what all my readings were about last week, was that sort of chaos and conflict, right? That card kept coming up from Wisdom of the Oracle. The chaos and conflict is still in the ether. So just pay attention to extremes, be confident, put pride aside, and hopefully all will move smoothly. Yikes. But Pisces, here for you, we're going to look at both the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. So whichever energy you feel speaks to you the most is fine. You can feel free to flip the characters around, your position in the reading. It doesn't invalidate the reading at all. It just means that I'm speaking to the collective of Pisceans out there, and your storyline, it may be right, but the energies may be reversed. That's fine. And if you're a cross watcher, same goes for you. Whichever energy you're inhabiting, it's okay. So we have Divine Masculine, what I'm going to call Divine Masculine, coming through here as Page of Swords. We have the Page of Swords, and we have the King of Swords for Divine Feminine. Swords energy and fire energy. Wow. Page of Swords, this Divine Masculine might be keeping tabs on the feminine, or maybe is just really wanting to deliver a message. This is about clarity. The Page of Swords is often like the detective or the I Spy of the tarot. So I don't feel anything negative coming from the card, but when I see the King of Swords in the Divine Feminine, I almost feel like there's a real emphasis on truth here. I almost feel like whoever is in this Divine Feminine energy is trying to stay pretty clear in their head, get to the heart of the matter, cut to the chase, isn't really coming from their heart chakra as much right now. This is an energy of High vibration, truth, honor, integrity. This card came out a lot in the readings last week, so we'll see what it's all about now. I do want to look here a little bit differently than last week. I want to see where we are in this connection. Wow, how we got here, where we're going. Well, where we're going is truth. This is Ace of Swords. So we have a lot of swords energy here and a lot of fire. Fire in the oracle, and then we also have where you are right now is this Five of Wands, which is conflict, and it's sort of coming from the outside. It is causing a lot of anxiety got you here. How did we get here? Is this Nine of Swords, sort of running things on a loop, being a little bit obsessive perhaps, not really dealing with the issue head on, sort of keeping it in our heads. This is between both of you. So I sort of feel it's nice that Divine Feminine's coming forward saying, okay, let's get to it. This feels like more action, where this the masculine still seems to be pulled back a bit and watching from the outside, from a safe vantage point. Where you're going though, that's a victory card, that Ace of Swords. That feels good. Page of Swords, please, for beautiful Pisces. Well, there's the Divine Feminine coming through here, wanting to work together. Okay, so I do feel this is more a little message that they're wanting to deliver, a little message of how they really, what their real thoughts are. The thoughts are about working together with the feminine. This is a message that they want to deliver also of unconditional love and sort of their understanding that partnership, it takes it's teamwork, co-creating this connection between the two of you and your higher spiritual team there. I'm looking at King of Swords for the feminine. This is just how you're stepping forward in the reading. Yes, you want to get right to it. This is brand new. Both the Cups and the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. This is a brand new opportunity at love here, showing up in, this is what Divine Feminine is after. This brand new opportunity at love. What's coming on the path, where you're going, is brand new insight, wisdom, truth, knowledge. There's some information that's going to be like an aha moment, is where I think you're headed. Let's go ahead and look at Five of Wands. This is where you are right now. There's some conflict. I feel that in the extremes here and all this fiery energy. Yeah, there's maybe some family matter. One more on that. Oh my gosh, the 2 and the 3. It actually came out like this. So whenever I see the 2 and 3 of Wands together, here's how this feels to me. This is where you're at right now. This is place in the order, and this is, it arrives at the door, right? Order fulfilled. So it's making a choice about the future, and then manifesting, bringing the ships toward you, right? That's ships coming in, looking out on the horizon, and now ships are coming in. So I sort of feel like there's something that's been going on here that's been a conflict about what path to take with regard to life partnership. And it may be that this is coming from outside sources in your family. This is a card of family. So it could be somebody is running interference and blocking this connection from manifesting, and a choice needs to be made. How did we get here? This 9 of Swords. I feel it's been avoidance, right? If we stay trapped in our head and run things on a loop, high anxiety style, we're not really dealing with it. It's just, we're just obsessing then. 9 of Swords, how you got here, and you finally had to lay down a burden. So you're laying it down, it's done. And now we have 3 aces. Brand new opportunity at stability here. This is a commitment, a card of commitment. It's a card of It's hope. It's hope for the future as well. If you look at that little gate, when you walk through that gate, what might you see on the other side? This 10 of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like this is now ended. 9 of Swords done. Brand new opportunity at stability in this committed connection. And some big aha moment coming in. Let's see what that's about. Ace of Swords. That's where you're headed. Now we have the King and Queen of Swords. Wow! I am so surprised, Pisces. You know what this feels like to me? I'm just, Mercury is in retrograde in your sign right now. Mercury is the planet. It rules it's, all communication, all thought, electronics, all that. It's the messenger of the cosmos. And I sort of feel all this Mercury air energy coming in. Now, part of it has been stopped, which is the obsessive part. And now we're in cutting to the chase, to the truth of the matter. The beautiful part of this card here coming out on the Ace of Swords is that, look at her hand is extended. There's now a shift from the King of Swords, and we kind of drop into our heart center. All the queens have extra added cups. So now we are moving toward, yes, truth, clarity, integrity, honor, but with compassion. So some aha moment happens, and you kind of both jump into a conversation about what this Ace of Pentacles means to you and how to work together to overcome the conflict. So that's what I think this is, because the Queen of Swords is not just a truth seeker, she's a truth teller. She's, so this is the two of you coming to the table with your aha moment. We got to deal with this conflict and resolve it somehow. And the best way to do that is to ask questions, respond honestly with compassion toward each other. Yes, process the overwhelm. There's a lot of emotion. Now we get to you. Now we get to the water. A lot of emotional overwhelm is underneath the situation. Yes, we got to get that out of the way. That's what's underneath the deck. So all this emotion that you have to process will help you eliminate whatever isn't stable in the connection. And it could be that what's not stable is somebody blocking, someone or some energy. It could be work. It could be a family member. It could be a friend in your ear telling you, oh, that's not the right person for you, blah, blah, blah. If wherever that outside interference is coming from, there's going to be an aha moment about that and how you work together to get to the truth of that. And then process all the emotional overwhelm that came with it so you can offload it. And that's what the Tower's about. So in the extended, I want to go ahead and look at messages to you from your higher self, energetic messages to and from the divine counterparts, a card for challenges or blocks, like what is this 5 of Wands about? I'll look at that. Next best step or advice from your higher self or spirit, and then potential outcome and timing if that's a factor. Okay, Pisces, I hope you're having a good birthday season so far. If you feel like you want to explore more of this reading, the link to the extended is below. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week. I'll see you on a future reading. Take care. Bye.